One of my people earlier today at 12 a.m. Nigeria time, we watched the match between Croatia versus Portugal. I know majority of us watched that match because for some persons they watched it so that they were able to have enough banter should Portugal had lost, while for some others uh, they are huge fans of Ronaldo and wanted to see Portugal do well and have reasons to celebrate Portugal's victory. And so we had different reasons as to why we stayed awake. For we, particularly in Nigeria, um, we took a lot of sacrifice staying awake at 12 a.m. to enjoy this beautiful game of soccer. And the FIFA World Cup 2026 has been so amazing, and this game was not an exception because there were emotions flowing up, down, and all of that. Particularly, I sat at the beer parlor watching the match, and when the workers wanted us out, they switched off the light, claiming it was the neighbor that took the light. That was after half time, so it was past one. So I came out and I hurried back home to continue the match. And I'm not sure I missed a bit of every emotion that flowed through the game. In my first half of this game, the first half I watched, there's a particular term I use about complete dominance without positivism. Yeah, when you're possessing the ball, yet the possession has not given any result. They has yielded no result, and so I see that as um, is it a show off? Yeah, a kind of a show off. No resultant effect. You're just holding the ball and not making progressive passes or nothing good coming out from it. Yes, Portugal played a better football match than what they played at their opening matches against a very good Croatia side that sat back. And if you watch that game critically, from the first half, you know that it was a game plan of the Croatia national team to sit back throughout the first 45 minutes and frustrate this Portugal team. And yes, they frustrated this team because they sat back. Portugal kept on pressing, had one or two chances in the first half, missed and all of that. There was a lot of positives in the first half. So going into the second half, I thought um, I thought Portugal having an early lead in the second half, we killed the game. But contrary to what I thought, Croatia came into the second half with a different approach. They were more fluent in attack. They had the intensity. They were matching edge to edge, box to box, and the game was going on too quickly for the Portugal national team. I didn't say. I'm sure they also did not see that coming, and so it was a box to box football from one 18 to the other 18, a lot of running, and that resulted to um, Croatia having the early lead. Last week, if I'm not mistaken, uh, I spoke here on a very bitter note regarding the national team coach, Roberto Martinez, Portugal national team coach. And I was talking about the wrongs in the Portugal national team. I said, for a midfield of Vetia, Joao Neves, and Bruno Fernandes not creating enough chances for their talisman Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know whether to say uh, it is a problem of the coach setup or it's the players not wanting to give their all. And I ended up saying that no matter what it is, sometimes players need to take responsibility for not putting in their best in the field. And I still went on to say, even the coach, from his appointment, I've always said, uh, is an average coach. It's not a coach you expect success from per se. It's a coach where if he gives you success, you're happy. It's more of the coach that will compete, may not win but compete. He coached the Belgian golden generation. There was nothing to show for it. And so I doubted him. And this is me also coming to say he did something unique in the earlier on match between Croatia and Portugal. And so since I'm very quick to write him off, let me actually publicly um, give him an appreciation for the tactics. It is a brave thing that you are losing 1 goal to nil to a Croatia side, and you take out Vetia, which is considered as one of the best midfielders in the world right now playing for PSG, in the 63rd minute. Took out Bruno Fernandes, who has been the talisman for Manchester United, giving countless assists. Took out Pedro Neto. I saw a brief to Joao, took out Joao Cancelo as well. And when I saw that substitution, yes, Bruno Fernandes was not in the match. He even missed a chance in the first half. He was not in the match. Vetia too was not involved. It was more like collecting the back passes, taking it to 2 and 3. So they were truly not involved in the matches. In the match yesterday, I mean. So when he did that, so I said, boy, this guy brave. Oh. But the truth is, if Portugal had lost, the blame would have been on Roberto Martinez. And so that was why I call it a brave approach. When he took out this player, the game changed. The game changed completely. And Ronaldo had a equalizer by 68 minutes into the game. Later on, removed Ronaldo at the 81st minute of the game or so. And I was like, oh my, this guy is brave. You are removing Ronaldo when Portugal needs a winner. Yeah, they need a goal to seal this, which possibly may go to penalty shooter. You are removing Ronaldo. And when they removed Ronaldo, Gonzalo Ramos became the number 9, not the supporting attacker any longer. And so there was more space to pull out the ball from a brilliant cross from Rafael Leao. Went straight to Gonzalo Ramos and he struggled and headed a very clean header that went to the net. And after the match, there was a lot of praise for Ronaldo, and interviewers, like they always do, they're trying to press on a division theory to Cristiano Ronaldo. How does he feel that he was not in the ball when Ramos called and all of that? Ronaldo, in his own way, it's about Portugal winning, not about him. He's happy that they won, and that's it. So credit to Roberto Martinez for taking that huge and brave step of making those substitutions. They were necessary. Vetia was not in the game. Fernandez was also not in the game. Pedro Neto, right from time, I already said, is a push and run kind of player. So, yeah, may not be a pure world-class player. He's just an average player that can produce world-class in this match, do mediocrity in the next match, and you don't know what to expect from Pedro Neto. And so Joao Cancelo was also not there. So that was a very brave substitution by Roberto Martinez. And kudos to him. It works for him. Going into the round of 16, I see Portugal growing better. And it's one thing about tournament football. When you play better by each match, when you play better, like that's the way they played against DR Congo was not the way they played their next game. Though there was a setback against Colombia, but you cannot say Colombia are not a good side. Colombia is a very good side, so probably why the result ended in a draw. And so I saw a better Portugal team than the Portugal team that played in the group stage. And so going into the round of 16 against Spain, it's not going to be a very easy task. It's going to be a very, very difficult task. But well, anything can happen. It's a game of football. Ronaldo said, we will be ready. And that's a good answer to the question. We will be ready. Yeah, they'll keep building and all of that. So they'll learn better by each passing game. Keep learning, try to build. And the good thing about the approach by Roberto Martinez is the fact that every player now in the squad knows that when you are not performing, I will not be cajoled into leaving you the football match. You go out for someone else to enter and showcase his talent. And so I know that Bruno Fernandes entering into the next game will have his head up trying to produce a masterclass he's known for. But CR will want to play better. And the challenge will be for all the players. So kudos to Roberto Martinez and the Portugal national team for going through to the round of 16. Let's see what happens between Portugal and Spain. What's the prediction for Portugal and Spain on the 6th of July? A 1-1 draw to be decided extra time, not on penalty. Let me know what you think about my prediction. What are your predictions? Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.